Roman Bravo Young, 56 straight wins after Spencer Lee lost yesterday. That's the longest active winning streak in the country. A two-time champ, a five-time All-American against Vito Arujau and his first finals appearance. How dominant has he been in his career? The junior from Syosset, New York. He is 247-7 in his last 254 folk-style matches dating back to high school. So here we go, 133, Cornell and Penn State inside the BOK Center in Tulsa. Jim Gibbons, Jordan Burroughs, Rock Harrison, our rules analyst, Quint Kesnick, I'm Mike Cousins. And guys, this is the first time that these guys have met on the college stage.
Two excellent high-level wrestlers, champ. And you know, those semifinals were just electric at 133. Both guys had unique matches. Bravo Young was challenged in that match by Mikhail McGee. And what was unbelievable that, you know, Dayton Fix, the three-time runner-up, was pretty much handled by Vito, 11-3 in that. Kind of a shocker for a lot of people that, I guess it's not a shocker that Vito was going to win the match, but that spread with 11-3 was pretty impressive.
Both of these guys are very impressive wrestlers, Coach. What I love about Vito is he can change speeds quickly and in a hurry. You'll see him in his stance. He's very methodical, very slow paced, but watch him go boom, 0-60 really quick. And then we know who RBY is. We've watched him. He's great. He's smooth. He moves a lot. Cat-like reflexes.
Right. Posting on his hands right there, getting his feet out at an angle, but always ready to go ahead and re-attack.
These are two of the elite programs head-to-head here at 133. You go back 20 years, since 2003, Penn State, the most national champions, Oklahoma State, the second most, and Cornell is there with the third most.
Great shot there by Arujau. In a pretty good position, got the outside hand, measures that roll through running well and gets the takedown.
That's where Roman Bravo Young always excels. Getting to his leg is half the battle, but he is really hard to finish on. Vito, high percentage finisher, stayed patient, knew exactly where he wanted to go. Great finish for the first takedown.
And Bravo Young is good in the top position. You want to milk as much as you possibly can here. Vito gives the intentional release.
Roman Bravo Young.
Wow. To the other side. Coming back through. He's got him on his back.
That was lightning fast. Lightning fast.
When we talked to Mike Gray, head coach of Cornell, I said, how's he going to do against Roman Bravo Young? Why is he going to win? He said, because Roman has not experienced this type of speed.
And Mike Gray would know, the Cornell head coach, a two-time All-American at 133.
I tell you what, Rock, he's feeling it now because that was fast. You feel it, but you don't see it. He can go 0-60 so quickly and then finish well and ride on top. Look at what he's doing now. Nice mat return.
Vito in full control. 4-1, a minute of riding time after one period. A look back at the last takedown.
Look at the second takedown right here. Elbow pass. Look at that reaction there, getting to the ankle. Almost had him on his back right there for a 2 count. Impressive first period, champ.
Well, we've seen Vito do what he did to Dayton Fix last night. Made a 3-time runner-up look like an amateur, and that's exactly what he's doing tonight. He's looking like he's a step ahead of RBY in every position.
Bravo Young trying to cut a little of that riding time right there. Down to 44 seconds. Can't hang on that. Oh, now he's got a cradle, but great counter there by Arujau. He's getting
back points here. He's getting back points here. Cut back.
Yeah, so many
single leg cut back.
Yeah, so many, cradle. So many guys trying to kind of work away from that here. Arujau coming right back into him and gets the reversal and back points.
Hey, this might get ugly. This might get ugly, Coach.
It is ugly so far.
Championship caliber action from Vito Arujau.
Look at this, powering back in.
Inside pick, right to the back, holds his head, controls him, and secures another 2-point near fall. It's 8-1. We're just getting started. We're a minute into the second period.
Arujau basically clinging on to that wrist here. Look for Bravo Young to get the release. 8-2. What more does Arujau have in his bag of tricks?
Well, I'm excited to see. I'm not really sure.
I'm leaning forward.
We're seeing right now the speed is the difference. Who would have thought that someone would be quicker and more precise than Roman Bravo Young? The speed is the difference right now.
Beautiful shot right there.
Great stuff by RBY. Gets those hips in. Little knee pick.
Look at the chase down on those legs. Now this is where RBY is pretty effective. Look at he's able to square up in those positions. RBY usually gets those on most people. Beautiful job of it, squaring up off that go behind by Arujau.
Vito more comfortable this year, up from 25. Every weigh-in this year, he said, was +7 for him. Up 8-2 here. Near the close of the second period. Incredible to think, guys, that at the start of the weekend, Spencer Lee and Roman Bravo Young had the 2 longest winning streaks in the country, and both might be done here tonight.
Well, that's how good this guy is, and that's how good this tournament is. It's so deep, so much depth at every weight class, and these guys that move up weight classes, once they feel better, you have more energy to give more. Here's what we know about RBY. He's a champion, and if champions do anything, they have the ability to forget quickly and continue to wrestle throughout the entire match. There's short time left in this match, but he's going to give his best in this next 2 minutes to make this thing interesting.
Arujau adding to his riding time, but what's impressive to me in that champ was that Roman Bravo Young usually gets those go-behinds. Arujau be able to stay out there, now roll-through situation.
Challenge brick is on the mat, thrown to the Penn State corner.
Gives up the reversal.
And now RBY's got to cut him. We talked about this with the Mason Parrish match. It's going to be hard to turn a guy.
Jumps back in on that leg right there, makes a quick turn. Will he go ahead and get the reversal?
Looking for the elevator. Nothing yet, coach. Nothing yet. Wow.
Gets the escape. Gets the escape.
Slam right to a recovery. We've still got a brick out here.
And Rock, since that brick was thrown, there was a ton of ensuing action after that came from the Penn State corner.
So what's happening, they threw the brick, and they can eat the brick, or they can just say, we forfeit the brick, saying that, look, we just want to eat it. And so at that point, they're saying that eating the brick, you do not have to make a call. He said, I threw it out there, never mind, I'll take it back, because it was advantageous for my wrestler. So at that point, he just said, never mind.
Rock, why did they let him wrestle so long after the brick was on the mat?
I don't think the second official saw it. It was on the outside the circle.
The brick was about 3 feet off the circle, though. It was never anywhere close. It was a weak toss.
It was a coach pitch toss.
Yeah, it was a weak toss.
Minute to go.
And here RBY comes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Let's see that speed. Let's see what you got, champ.
He's got to push in to get a reaction from Vito. I just don't think he's going to get it because he needs a hard push back to be able to hit these rolls. Try to take Vito in his back, and Vito climbs back in on that leg. Being patient in this situation, switching off to a double.
And Vito's savvy here. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's not really even trying to finish this actively. Look at this.
Great reactions.
Awareness. It's like 2 cats playing with a ball of yarn here.
No
they
doubt.
fall, but they always land on their feet, and they know how to square their head and their hips up to prevent giving up takedowns. This has been an incredible match.
Can't tell you how impressive it's been here for Vito, basically knowing exactly where he is. RBY gets those go-behinds on everybody.
Like he was spring-loaded. Everything comes up Arujau. Vito victorious.
So impressive.
Wow. That's all I can say. I had no idea that this was going to happen when we came into this evening. RBY, longest win streak in the country, was a guy that could almost be a surefire champion this evening. And Vito said, not today, not tonight. This is my night. The Big Red stand tall on this stage, and now I'm the king at 133 pounds.
How about those Ivies?
I tell you what, Ivy League educations are typically why you go to wrestle at Cornell or Princeton, but not anymore. You don't go there to get a big bank account. You go there to become a national champion. This is super cool to see.
Now the 15th NCAA champion at Cornell. They're first at 133 since Deshaun Garrett back in 2016. 10-4 Vito over RBY.
Vito hugging his parents. Both his parents were Olympians. His dad a wrestler. Introduced your son to the sport when he was tiny. Well, how do you put this moment in perspective?
It was a dream to be here, being ESPN, and especially with my son. You know, I'm very, very proud with him, and the happiest my life.
That was quite a moment, Vito. Talk to me your belief. I can see it in your eye. This is not a shock to you. This is not a surprise to you. Why is that?
Well, it's because, you know, the winner doesn't get decided at the end of the match. It's decided before the match even begins, right? And, you know, I had all the right tools. I had the strong foundation of wrestling. I had great coaches behind me, great supporting system. And, you know, just a strong desire to prove to everyone that, you know...
And the genetics.
You made a decision to bump up a weight.
Yes.
There's so many kids who wrestle and they struggle with weight.
Of course.
What's your word of advice for them?
You know, I understand both sides of the spectrum. I know that desire to need to go down, especially for the Olympic weights, you know, I may see myself back on the descent here in the next feasible couple years, but you know, don't forget to enjoy what you're doing, because I love this.
We enjoyed watching you. How do you best describe your speed?
I mean, it's me. It's a part of me, right? So.
He's a warrior.
It's not that fast, though, so I don't know where I get it from.
You got it from your mom. Congratulations, Vito. Got the speed from the mom.
Yeah, but